Hi, my last video was the channel trailer, but the video before that was a guitar rock and roll video. So right now I'm due to make a Ninja Warrior video. So today I'm coming up you with a video of just my top favorite Ninja Warrior competitors. The original Japanese show, also known as Sasuke. So let's get into it. Sasuke is a long show. It's been through 37 tournaments now. I'll do a review on that. And it's been 22 years since it started. So the competitors that are chosen here are only my opinion. But the first competitor, 10th on my list, is Shunsuke Nagasaki. He competed for a couple of tournaments early in the age of the AllStars, from Sasuke 14 to 19, I think it was. And then, in the Rising era, he just came back to Sasuke because he couldn't compete, because he was a trampoliner too. Or he was a circus performer or something. Anyway, he was too busy with his job, so he couldn't compete for 10 tournaments, which is why he's down on this list a lot than he should be. But he's had some good results. Well, I wouldn't say he's had good results recently. Okay, so Sasuke 37 failed Fishbone Kai. Sasuke 36 failed Dragon Glider. Sasuke 35 failed Spider Drop. Sasuke 34 failed Spider Walk. Okay, yeah, so he's failed on some obstacles that not many people fail on. Well, not really the Fishbone Kai and the Dragon Glider, but definitely the other ones. But let's go back earlier, like in the All-Star era. He was very consistent, and he even had a final stage, and he was very good back then, so that's why I'm putting him 10th on my list today. Going from a competitor who has competed over a long range of time to a competitor who hasn't competed much, but has definitely done lots when he has competed. Kane Kosugi has a very good consistency record and had a very good job of getting the show off its ground. So that's why I'm putting him 9th today, for a couple of reasons. Like Shunsuke Nagasaki, he had a final stage, which is very important, unlike another competitor on this list, for getting a competitor more popular and better. So Kane Kosugi definitely ticked that box off because he did well in the final stage, and he made it all the way to the rope climb, even when the spider walk was slippery and it was raining, unlike Jordan Jochev. And also, Kane Kosugi only failed on the second stage once, and the rest of the times he made it to the third stage. And he always seemed to fail on the body prop because that was his least favourite obstacle out of the second stage obstacles. So that's why I'm putting Kane Kosugi at 9th today. So the next Sasuke competitor is part of a group that you'll probably know called the AllStars. You wouldn't know them if you've never watched Sasuke before. But if you've watched Sasuke, you would probably know them because they're the most famous Sasuke group out of them all. It is made up of 6 competitors, and the first one appearing on this list today, at number 8, is Bunpei Shiratori. Like the other 2 competitors on this list, he had a final stage, but he did other things unlike the other competitors. Shunsuke Nagasaki made it to the third stage a couple of times. Kane Kosugi made it about the same as Shunsuke Nagasaki. Well, less because he competed for a shorter time, but more consistently. But Bunpei did it probably the same amount of consistency as Kane, but for quite a bit longer. That's why I'm putting Bunpei Shiratori over Kane. Even though Bunpei is not a celebrity, he's done lots of stuff that Kane hasn't. He made it quite far into the final stage. He's made it further into the third stage all the times he's failed there, unlike Kane. And he even beat a harder stage 3 than Kane in Sasuke 12. Not that it was too much harder, but it was still quite a bit harder. It was only 4 tournaments later, but I'm giving Bunpei Shiratori 8 because he made it to the AllStars and he's had a bit more success than Kane Kosugi and Shunsuke Nagasaki. So next, I'm coming at you with another All-Star. And this All-Star, unlike all the other people on this list, has actually never made the final stage. But it's the impact he made and how many times he's made it to the third stage that I'm putting him on 7th place. Because Toshihero Takeda has done lots in Korea that the others haven't done so far. Like, he's made it to the third stage. I think it's 13 times now, which is a ridiculous amount of third stage attempts. But it's just sad that we never saw a final stage from Takeda. He's just never had a good run on the third stage. He could have deserved it, but today I'm giving Takeda 7th. At 6th, we have another competitor who has made the final stage in the past. But with this competitor, he has had a closer final stage and has had plenty of pipe slider fails. His 2 pipe slider fails would be especially the one Sasuke 6, because he was so close to getting onto the landing pad. But his final stage in Sasuke 3, that's my favourite moment of Katsumi Yamada's history. He's an all-star, and for a reason. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about him. That's why I'm putting Mr. Ninja Warrior at 6 today. Throughout Sasuke's history, only 4 people have achieved Kanzen Seitha. But all of them on this list today. So, the first one is Kazuhiko Akiyama. Kanzen Seitha is total victory in Japanese. If you haven't watched Ninja Warrior before, it means when you finish all 4 stages within the time limits, and yeah, only 4 people have done it. So why I'm putting Kazuhiko Akiyama 5th instead of 4th, it's because he hasn't really done anything except for achieving Kanzen Seitha. So the times where he's made it past the first stage was failed second stage in Sasuke 2, failed second stage in Sasuke 3, Kanzen Seitha in Sasuke 4, failed third stage in Sasuke 12, failed third stage in Sasuke 13, and yeah, it's pretty much it. So that's why I'm putting Kazuhiko Akiyama 5th on this list. Following the theme of all-stars on this list, my 4th pick is Shingo Yamamoto. And he's my favourite competitor that has not had a total victory. And for a couple of reasons. The first reason is that he's made it to the final stage twice. Not once, but twice. One of them he got injured, which was sad, because that would come back to haunt him in later tournaments of Sasuke, and what if he did well on that final stage, or maybe even achieved Kanzen Seitha? That would have made a big difference in Sasuke's history. And in Sasuke 3, he also came really close, like his fellow all-star Yamada did in Sasuke 3. So yeah, he's had 2 final stage appearances, quite a couple of third stage appearances, and his bad fails, like, for example, Sasuke 22, just makes him even better for me. Because even though he did fail on a non-obstacle thing, that I still like him a lot. So Shingo Yamamoto gets 4th. And going into the top 3, we've got a double-time Konsen achiever who has beat all the obstacles twice in Sasuke 24 and Sasuke 27. That's why Yuuji Urushihara is on number 3 today. Why he's on number 3 and not number 1 is he's only ever had 3 final stage attempts. Unlike the next 2 competitors have either 3 or more final stage attempts. And he has too many shocking fails. Like, he hadn't really had a prime time apart from his 2 total victories. That's why he's 3rd on this list. I was actually thinking of putting him 4th, but that would be a bit too high for Yuji. My second favourite Sasuke competitor of all time, in my opinion, is Yusuke Morimoto. How does he get ahead from Yuji? You're probably asking. Well, it's for several reasons. One, it's because he's more passionate than Yuji. And also, he has achieved Konsen, not twice. And going back to Yuji, all his Konsen courses, both 2 of them, they all have been buffed down from their actual difficulty for a total victory. But Yusuke achieved a total victory on the exact same course, but stage 1 was harder and stage 2 was modified. So that's why Yusuke achieved 2nd place today. And my number 1 competitor today is very obvious if you've watched Ninja Warrior before. Makoto Nagano is obviously my number 1 pick because he's achieved much more than any other competitor. Yusuke's 2nd, but I still think Makoto Nagano has achieved so much more in his career. Like, he could have achieved Konsen 2 times, maybe even 3 times, and those weren't even on buffed courses. Like, 17 wasn't buffed 1 bit, apart from 1 obstacle to get Makoto Nagano to total victory. And it wasn't even an obstacle that made a difference. That's why I'm putting Makoto Nagano at 1st place today. So remember guys, this video is only my opinion. You can have whatever opinion you want, but yeah, it's just my top 10 best Sasuke competitors in my opinion. Bye.